In this example, we're going to walk through creating an array of a class rather than a primitive type. So recall with playing cards that we had a class card, and that card class had some instance fields. I hope you can see that. This card class had some instance fields. It had a string for the suit, and it had an int for the value. Some of you may have used a string for the value, and that's fine. You'll just have to make those adjustments as you watch this. And then we have a default constructor and so on to this class. Notice that each playing card has a suit, spades, diamonds, clubs, or hearts, and it has a value. Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King. So let's assume we want to create an array that will contain all the playing cards in the deck. So think about that. How would you want to create an array with all the playing cards in the deck? If we're in our main method, I'll just abbreviate there, and we want to create an array to represent all the playing cards in a deck, the data type of the element of the array is going to be card. We're going to need square brackets, and then I'm going to call it deck because it seems to make sense to me, equals new card, and there are 52 playing cards in a deck, like that. Now, we've created our array of cards, but we don't have any cards. Because card is a reference type, we need to use the keyword new to instantiate an object of each one of these 52 cards. So let's think about the cards for a minute. It would be 52 lines of code if we're going to execute each one, initialize each one individually, and that seems like a pain to me. That's a lot of coding, 52 lines just to initialize your array. Could we do it more efficiently? Could we do it in a loop? So think about how a deck of cards works. You've got ace through king for each suit, and you've got 4 suits. As far as I know, and I've done some research on this, there is no order, no prescribed order that, oh, hearts always comes first or spades always come second. There is no specific order. It depends on what game you're playing that determines the order of those suits. But I can see how we might want to initialize ace through king for all the hearts, ace through king for all the spades, ace through king for all the diamonds, ace through king for all the clubs. So I'm going to create an outer loop that's going to represent my suit for int suit equals 0, semicolon, suit less than 4, because there are 4 of them, suit plus plus. I need suit in here is a string, so I'm going to need a string to keep track of it. String. I'm completely out of creativity, so string s if suit equals 0, s equals hearts. Else if suit equals 1, s equals spades. Else if suit equals 2, s equals clubs. Oopsies, diamonds, forgot about my diamonds. S equals diamonds. Else s equals clubs. Then I want to loop through to take care of each of the values. So I can create a for int value equals 0, value less than 13, value plus plus, and then inside this loop I'm going to want to create a new card. So okay, deck sub, I don't know, equals new card suit, or S, excuse me, and value. This hopefully will initialize each of the cards in the deck. However, how do I keep track of where I am? This has got to be a number between 0 and 51 inclusive. And so how do I keep track of which card I'm on? I need a counter to do that. Because I am using this nested loop, this outer loop, and this inner loop, I need a separate counter to keep track. So I'm going to say int card count equals 0. That's a lot of writing. I didn't allow myself enough room. Int count equals 0. And then in the square brackets here, I'm going to put count. And then when I'm done, I'm going to increment count. Try to implement this and see if it will work. You may have to make some changes based on how you stored value in your card class. Both this code and your card class must be in the same project. Good luck.